Standing in a lonely spot overlooking Lligwy Bay, little is known about the history of this ruined 12th century chapel. The stone structure that stands today was probably erected on the site of an older, timber-built Celtic church in the 12th century, when Viking raids on Anglesey came to an end and life on the island became more stable and prosperous. Capel Lligwy's setting probably wasn't always so solitary. It's likely that the chapel is the only remnant of a sizable community that was eventually abandoned by its inhabitants. The building, now roofless, was originally built in the 12th century, but the upper parts of the walls were reconstructed in the 14th century. A small chapel with a crypt underneath was added in the 16th century. The site of this church, standing on its own far from any dwellings, must leave the visitors wondering why it was built in such an isolated place. It was common on Anglesey to see these 12th and 13th century churches far from settlement. So this evening I'm down on Anglesey near Lligwt, and I'm at Capel Lligwy, which is just above Lligwt. So I've come here tonight with the intention of trying to get a sunset shot. I like this old chapel. It sits high on a hill and has nice views to the ocean out there. I've seen a couple of trees out there that might make an interesting shot. So I'm thinking about this location for later on as a sunset. Now I think there's an old Roman fort just down the pathway down that way, so I'm going to head down there and have a look around here and come back to the chapel later on. This is a well-preserved ancient settlement of Din Lligwy, dating for the most part of the 3rd and 4th centuries AD, when it was occupied by a Romano-British tribe, though the first settlers here were people from the late Iron Age period. Set within a walled enclosure, there are a couple of hut circles, rectangular structures and a gatehouse-type building at the entrance. The site covers half an acre and consists of the foundations of a number of buildings, with the entire area enclosed by a thick double wall, filled in with rubble. The size and shape of the buildings vary, suggesting different purposes. So I think very difficult to shoot this. I think I'm probably going to get about 1 or 2 compositions out of this. These old stones that were built as huts years ago. But I think I like this rock that just points out to this round hut here. Might be interesting. You've got the sun coming through the trees there, so F16 might put a nice starburst on this. Plus you've got some sun reflection on this rock face here, which is quite nice. I'm probably going to go horizontal with this because it's quite a big round hut, and then I'll probably go and take a look at this one next. But yeah, it's a very eerie feeling around here. Strange, very interesting. I've never been here before either, so yeah. So what I'm going to do now, before I get the last shot, I'm just going to walk around here and get some shots of the church, try and look at different angles. I like this angle I've got here. I love this tree on the left of the frame. Then you've got some nice side light hitting the chapel there. You've got this wall, sort of, will do nice in the foreground, and this big tree popping out on the right. So yeah, I quite like this shot. So I'm going to take one here. I've seen a piece of dead wood earlier on the other side, so I'm going to see if I can do something with that. But that looks pretty cool earlier on when I was looking at that, if I can find something to do with that. So yeah, I'm going to take one here, then walk around and just try and find some little images. So I'm trying to find the final angle on this chapel now. Now I think I'm going to take it from here, because I do like, I'm going to get the last light on the side of the building, and I like the way the building comes out on this side. But why I want it over there is you can just about see the ocean on the in the distance in the background. So I'm thinking when the sun goes down that might work. If I go back too far that way, then I'm not going to see anything in the background really. So I'm going to set up over there, and it's a waiting game again. Once again, I've left my flask at home. I was making the coffee just before I got in the car, and I forgot to pick it up. Could have done with a nice cup of coffee here now. Always happens. I noticed as well earlier on when we were going through the woods to the fort over there, there were a lot of garlic all over the place. I've always wanted to get a nice shot in the woods with all the garlic, but there wasn't enough in them woods. They were just in sections. If it had been a whole sheet of it, it'd have been good, but you could smell the garlic when you were going in there. It was really strong. So shame really. It was mixed with some bluebells. If it would have had a nice sheeting of bluebells and garlic, it'd have made a nice shot. But I did look for a composition. Couldn't really make any composition there. There wasn't enough garlic and bluebells around. So it's a shame really. So I'm still trying to look. Mind you, it's getting a bit late now, so I'll probably miss the chance of that. So maybe next year. So yeah, I don't know when the sun's going to drop. I don't even know what time it is. So I think it's going to go down about 9. I don't think I'm going to get much colour because the clouds are just those light wispy things. It's 8:15 now, so it's only 45 minutes. So I'll just keep taking snaps really and seeing what happens. Only a bit of colour there would be nice. I'm going to watch that sun go down there till I get the last light on the side of this chapel, and then see how that goes. So I'm going to leave it there from Capel Lligwy on Anglesey. Been a lovely evening. Now they're promising really bad weather for the next 2 days, so I think I've got a couple of vlogs to keep me busy over the next 2 days to edit for next week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Please do subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.